Welcome to Honavar, often known as the untouched paradise. A small town in the west coast, well known for its exotic river, rich historical past, natural wonders, and the blue flag beaches stretching as far as your eye can see. Fuck, I lost my drone. I guess it's gone. I will resume this video after 10 days. Honavar is the perfect destination for all the nature lovers. But the question is it really an untouched paradise? Let's find out. Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's a new day and it's time for new adventure. Today I'm gonna be taking you to a small coastal town just 2.5 hours away from my place. If you're someone looking out to escape from this chaotic city life and want to chill somewhere between coconut farms and paddy fields, then don't worry, you've landed up in the right video. Today in this video I'm going to be sharing with you what it feels like to explore Honavar and whether it is one among those places you must really visit. So without further ado, let's hit the road. The capital of Karnataka is around 476 kilometers away from Honavar, and the famous location on the west coast, Gokarna, is just 52 kilometers away. So if you're planning a trip to Gokarna, you might want to have an extra day to explore this tropical paradise. If you're going to Honavar from Gokarna, in between you can also visit Mirzam Fort. From the highway you have to take a right, and from there it's hardly 1.5 to 2 kilometers you have to drive inside. You can easily visit that and head towards Honavar. So guys, I've reached Honavar. First we're gonna go to a Jain temple called as Chaturmukha Basadi temple. It is in Gair Soppa, 35 kilometers away from Honavar. The temple is very ancient and the architecture is really impressive, and I could not think of any other better way to start the day. So let's visit the temple first and then come back to Honavar. Anna, Chaturmukha temple yav kade? Straight. Thanks. Sir, Chaturmukha illa na. Thank you. So guys, after a lot of struggle and asking countless people, we have reached to the temple. Chaturmukha translates to four-faced, which refers to the four identical entrances to the temple, one on each side. The temple stands out for its architecture, especially on the outer walls and pillars. Inside there are four idols representing four Jain Tirthankaras, each facing in different directions. I was just talking to the guy who is maintaining the surroundings of this temple. He was saying back then there were around 1084 temples here, and now there are only 2 remaining. All others were destroyed by the intruders, and around 1000 years back this used to be a full-stretched city, and now I can hardly see 2 houses. The temple comes under central government, they maintain it, and the last Hindu ritual was conducted several years back, and since then this place is just left out for tourists. I did not know there's so much history just 100 kilometers away from my place. I mean, this is the meaning of real travel, not just posting those cringe content on Instagram saying this is not Bali, this is Honavar. You get to know so much information if you come visit these untouched places. I also asked the guard, are there any places to explore nearby? And he told us there is one hanging bridge, a small hanging bridge. So we're gonna go there, visit oh, we have reached. It's only 200 meters I guess. And this is an abandoned bridge. This is not stable. So guys, this is the hanging bridge I was talking about. This was built a long back when people used to stay here, and this bridge was constructed for these people to cross this Sharavati river. During monsoon, the flow of the water will be so high that this bridge will be completely beneath the water. Now I don't see anybody using this bridge because it's all rusted and it's not stable. It can fall anytime. Now we are off to Honavar.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Well, let's take you back. As I was heading back to Honavar, flying my drone, taking this car chase shots. In between, I lost the signal and the drone returned to its home point. I had already driven 3 kilometers away from it, and by the time I reached to the home point, I could not find the drone anywhere nearby. I looked around and looked around, searched inside the bushes, on top of the trees, saw the last recorded video for around 100 times to track the exact location, but could not find it.
2 days later.
Guys, welcome to day 2 of search and rescue. I still can't find the drone, and these trees are very dense, so we won't even know if it's stuck somewhere at the top. The only option I thought was, due to air, the wind, the trees will shake and at least it will fall. And it will fall, but no luck. I guess it's gone. I will resume this video after 10 days when I get a new drone. See you till then.
10 days later.
Yo guys, welcome back to the vlog. It's been 10 days since I lost my drone. I know I could have continued the video with my camera itself, but without those aerial shots, maza nahi aata. Now I've got the new drone. It got delivered yesterday. So let's continue with the vlog. Right now we are at Sharavati Backwaters, the most famous spot in Honavar. I've come here for boating. So let's see how it goes. Boating at Sharavati Backwaters is definitely worth its hype, and it is a must thing to do here in Honavar. Your ride can get 10x better if you have a great company, and I was lucky enough to find this cool father-son duo. Now coming to the boat ride, you have got two options. One is for 45 minutes ride and the other is for 1 hour. If you opt for 45 minutes ride, they're gonna take you to only one location. The locals call it the Kerala spot. The name says it all. It truly gives you the Kerala vibes as the boat goes through these coconut trees. They have kinda set up a mini Honavar here with few shops and refreshments. The second option, for 1 hour ride, they're gonna take you to extra 2 locations. The mangroves, where you'll also find few houses to your left, and last being the lotus spot. They're trying to get us one lotus. Thank you. For boating, the timings are between 9 AM to 5 PM, and the best time to visit here is between October to March. And the riders don't take their boats out during the monsoons. Right now our ride has come to an end. We are about to reach. That's the bridge behind me. We started from there and it's gonna end there. Overall, it's really worth. I'm not sure whether you guys can hear it, but still I'm vlogging because it is too loud here. I feel one drawback is that they are turning on the boat engine. Because of that, it is kind of disturbing, but it's too much manpower to take you all the way till there, so this is, understandable. Overall, this is totally worth. If you are coming to Honavar, you should definitely try this. And most importantly, I like how they decorate these boats. A lot of pre-wedding shoots happen here. This is the hot spot for pre-wedding. I'll definitely recommend you guys, if you're coming to Honavar, you should come here. After the boat ride, I've come to the most famous and most chaotic place in Honavar, I would say, the Mangrove Boardwalk. This is more like a eco park where they showcase different types of mangrove. The name says it all. They have made a small wooden pathway which goes right through these mangroves, and they have also placed few boards which will help you learn more about these coastal trees. Sea holly, medicinal used in the treatment of asthma. These flowers, purple ones. You can also do boating here, even that's an option. I don't know how much he's gonna charge. He's gonna take you for a spin, and it might be a fun thing to do here. Overall, it's worth for 20 rupees, but this place is very crowded. It's a Tuesday today, and imagine how the crowd will be on Sundays. Luckily I've found a spot where there are nobody here, where I can talk to you guys. Or else if you see, this place is totally occupied by either tourists or these pre-wedding photographers. If you are totally not interested in this, you can also visit Eco Beach, which is right opposite to this. I'm gonna take you now. Let's go. Read this again. It's damn true. Karnataka, one state, many worlds. Welcome to Kasaragod Eco Beach. This is the blue flag certified beach, meaning this is one of the most cleanest beach in India, and that's really a big thing because the way tourism is increasing in India, it is very hard to maintain cleanliness, and these people are doing really a great job. It's a 5-kilometer long beach. It's more of like a picnic spot. I see a lot of families enjoying here. There is also a park for kids. I'm not gonna stay here for long because it's 3 p.m. and the sun is right above me. It's dead hot. In the evening for sunset, it might look really peaceful, but I'm gonna take you to another spot which according to me is the best sunset point in Honavar. I'm not saying this is bad, it's just that I've not come at the right time. I'm gonna fly my drone and show you guys the aerial shots. Check it out. And then we're gonna head to our last location for today, Apsarakonda. All the places I just showed you in this video are very close to each other, and the whole of Honavar can be explored in just one day. Once you enter the park, there are many things to do here. There is a waterfall, there is also a marine park, and also a sunset point, probably the best sunset point in Honavar, which I'm going to show you now. Let's go. Damn, it's got some serious skills. Guys, right now I am at Apsarakonda waterfall. I remember we used to come for picnic from school. And during monsoon, if you come here, it will look something like this. Just kidding. That was an edited picture. Reality looks like this. And during peak summer, it looks like this. It's like someone is pissing from top. Even during rainy season, the color of the water will be same. It's always brown. And during peak monsoon, all the people will come here and swim. It will be overcrowded all the time. This is like the hot spot in Honavar. Everybody who are coming to Honavar will have a visit here. Now during summer, nobody comes here. It's just me and few monkeys. Other than that, people usually go to Eco Beach. But I've come here to show you guys the sunset point. This is by far the most beautiful sunset point here in Honavar. So I would highly recommend, if you're coming to Honavar, don't go to Eco Beach during weekends. Rather, you can come here. It's very peaceful. I'll show you guys. The sun is about to set, and I guess I've come at the perfect time. Every time I come here, there will be couples, and it's kind of awkward to stand in front of them. So guys, this is the sunset point I was talking about. You can see there are two beaches behind me. One is a small isolated beach, and in the right side, it's the Eco Beach. Never-ending horizon. Let me fly my drone and show you guys how magical the sunset looks from here. Check it out. Right now I'm at the second viewpoint. There are many viewpoints here. You can go higher and higher. This is my personal favorite. Beach at the back, and just at the right hand side you can see rice fields, and from here you can see the view of the whole Honavar town. Looks orgasmic. Now at the beginning of this video, I'd asked the question, is it still an untouched paradise? I would clearly say no, because this has become a prime pre-wedding hub for all the photographers, and this place is gaining popularity day by day. But if you take off untouched from that sentence, this is truly a paradise, and it's a must visit place here in Karnataka. Lastly, I won't say like, share and subscribe, because only a dumb who has watched this video till end would not subscribe to this channel. I'll see you guys on next one. Peace. At a single point, there are so many pre-wedding shoots going on, and the fun fact is, everybody are wearing same outfit. The bride is wearing a red gown and a guy with black suit. There's one down below there. The second one is walking towards the rocks. Oh, there are two couples right at the rocks. with the same outfit. And ಸರ್ ಚತುರ್ಮುಖ ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾ? ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇತ್ತು. ನಾವು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದರು. ಆದರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಭರೋಸೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ನೀವು ಲೋಕಲ್ಸಿಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡೇ ಬರಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದರೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಶರಾವತಿ ರಿವರ್ ಡೆಡ್ ಎಂಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬಂದ್ವಿ. ಸಾರಿ